Guys, I'm not lying when I'm legitimately saying that Jandal literally just leaked the entire new ZEN update inside of Grow a Garden. And if you don't believe me, look, Jandal just showed in Venduli's new video, there's this Unk the Monk guy, and then there's also this insane ZEN seed shop with a whole bunch of new things. He also showed off a bunch of new admin events, save slots, and so much more. So in this video, we are going to be going through every single new thing for this update because literally the entire update just got leaked. I'm going to show you guys how the update supposedly is going to work, how you guys can activate the save slots, and obviously how you guys can make trillions in this update. So make sure you guys stick around to the end because this is crazy. Alright, so shout out to Venduli, obviously, because this is from his new video when he got Jandal in his video. And literally, look, guys, so if we just look at the update, we can already off the bat see in the little bottom corner that there's this new ZEN mutation thing. And he's going to explain what that means in just a second. You guys can kind of get a little bit of a sneak peek here. Look, a fruit in your garden mutated to Tranquil. And this is going to mean a lot in a second. So if we go all the way over here, we can just see a little bit of what this update looks like. We have this little raccoon thing here. We have this Unk the Monk guy. And then once you come here, you guys can go ahead and talk to Unk the Monk. And he doesn't actually show us what happens when you talk to him, but he does show us what happens inside of that shop. So, he actually just said, like, that Unk the Monk guy, he grows a tree, and that's all that he says. But anyways, we can look here inside of the brand new seed shop. Let me just look so you guys can get a little bit of a better angle here. But just look at this, guys. Wait until he pulls up the shop. So we already have so much. Look at this off the bat, guys. There's this new yin and yang currency. Like, this is so insane. And there's also a ZEN seed pack, which is a rare. ZEN egg, which is a legendary, which costs 10 yin yangs each. Okay, wait, he scrolled past one. Let me just find that again, bro. Okay, here we go. The hot spring, which also costs 10, which is a divine. There's ZEN sand. I have no clue what that is. But now look at this, guys. Soft sunshine, you have to grow Unk Monk's tree 3 times to unlock it. So you're going to need to grow the tree from that Unk the Monk guy, and then you guys will be able to unlock different shop recipes inside of the shop. We have the soft sunshine seed, the ZEN cosmetics crate, and then let's see, the spider lily spirit koi. I don't think that these textures are final because like this is a starfish and that's a mushroom, but yeah, the spiked mango, and the pet shard tranquil. Now none of these really have descriptions just yet, but this is going to be absolutely insane. Now he's showing off the ZEN event. So he just said that this little ZEN event, which mutates into tranquil, will happen every single hour. So if we look here, there's these little things that he called wisps, and they fly from the middle onto your plants, and then if they hit your plants, they will go ahead and turn tranquil, which is a mutation. We can also see a bunch of new pets on the ground. So this is what he said was a koi fish, and they have a whole bunch of different textures. So you can get a whole bunch of different colored koi fish, which is the first thing in the game to have multiple designs for one pet, which is actually super duper insane. He also said some other stuff is coming, which includes the admin events and the save slots, which I'll be going over right now. But before I go over those even more insane things, just make sure you guys subscribe, bro. It's literally one click. Okay, yeah, let's go. The next thing he showed off, I'm super duper excited. Look at this. He walks over to his garden, and there's this mailbox here. And then once he presses E on this mailbox, save slots, guys. This is absolutely insane. So you guys can have multiple gardens. He said there's 2, but I'm not sure if there's more. So you can buy a slot for 100 billion shekels, which is actually not that much if you really think about it. But if you just go ahead and activate that, you can see he activated the other save slot and loaded it. And look, now his garden is completely cleared. But don't worry, it's not gone forever. So he's just going to go ahead and place some plants. And then this is obviously what save slot 2 looks like. And then now if you go back to save slot 1, that plant disappears and your old garden loads back. So you can get two gardens, and he said that it's intended for people to have like one aesthetic garden and then one grinding garden. But for me, you know, I have 1.6 quadrillion, my garden is empty, so do what you will with that. He also showed off a bunch of new admin events, and when I say a bunch, I mean some that are coming this week, some that got scrapped, some that they're working on, and some of these are literally so insane. But Jandal also did actually say that they hired like a few developers to just work on exclusive Easter egg activities. So he said, like, for an example, if you like place carrots in a certain formation, then you guys will just be able to like summon something crazy or something. I mean, that was an example he said, but just some crazy super secret Easter eggs. And he didn't say if any of them were added just yet, but if they are, you know, get to planting, get to gunting, bro. I trust somebody in this game will be able to find them, and that will be absolutely insane. Let me know if you guys want to live stream or something or looking for those. But anyways, now getting into the admin events, because these are actually insane. I'm going to go over some that were scrapped, and then I'm going to go over some that were even added this week. He showed off this new solar flare mutation, and he said that this has been in the works, but he hasn't used it because of people with epilepsy, which is like with flashing lights. So epileptic warning if you guys are epileptic, alright? Because the screen gets a little flashy, okay? But anyways, look at this. So it's just going to flash your screen like this. It's a massive sun, and then it just strikes like this massive solar flare. Now you guys can kind of see why it's an epileptic warning, but like that's kind of insane. The next one is this grow a garden event. So basically how this works is there'll be a bunch of letters on the ground, and then you guys will have to click them, and then the grow a garden logo will formate by the shop. So you guys have to like click these letters here, and then you guys get to play the grow a garden thing. And I don't know what the point of that really is, but it's just kind of cool, I guess. The next one is this big head mutation here. This one is called the airhead, and it makes your head just absolutely massive. And then if you guys actually go ahead and jump, it will just give you low grab, kind of similar to the galactic void touched Fortnite event mutation. Like this one is pretty cool, but he said that he was like considering adding it, but he said it was kind of lame. But you know, let me know in the comment section down below. Would you guys want to see this? I'd actually be down, honestly. This is cool. Now, he did show off one that he was actually going to run this week, but before we go over that one, I want to go over this other scrapped one. This was leaked in Mario Fly's TikTok like around a month ago, but look at this. It spawns a rainbow. It's just a little bit cute, but in Mario Fly's TikTok, which he did a few months ago, he said that it was going to give the rainbow mutation, which is pretty cool because the only other way you can get the rainbow mutation is either from the butterfly or at a 0.1% chance. So that is definitely pretty cool. Okay, but now getting into the admin event, which might come in the game this week. So you can go up to like these little crystals here, and there's 5 of them. So you got to click all of the crystals in the server, and then something super duper insane will happen. So you can see there's one behind the seed shop, there's one behind the gear shop, and there's, I believe, 5 that you're going to have to press E to power up on. As you guys can see, there's also one like behind that other garden. But anyways, once you power them all up, it'll go into like the source in the middle. And what happens is actually insane. So let's just wait for Venduli. Once again, guys, shout out to Venduli for this goated video. Like, oh my goodness. But anyways, once they all are powered up, look at this. It's going to do a massive bang, and then it's going to give 2 mutations. Either the Aurora mutation, which is already in the game from the Aurora Borealis or whatever it's called, and then also a brand new mutation. So it's going to give both of those, and that's super duper exciting. I mean, any of these things can be added at any time, but that is still super cool. But I literally can't believe that Jandal just leaked the entire update a day before it. So make sure you guys subscribe for more quick and easy guides just like this one.